Hello everybody, welcome back to Trippy Acrylics. Today I'm going to do a fluid bloom on a piece of MDF that I got just from my hardware store, and I've just literally covered it with a layer of gesso. That's what I do because it's wood, and sometimes you get these little pinholes. I think it's the gases that come out of the wood when your pour is dried, and you can see these tiny little pinholes, and it's actually very annoying. So I always, when I get my MDF now, especially this thickness, I will cover it, paint it with some white gesso. Okay, just to prime it. I think it's good to prime it. I mean, if you're just practicing, it doesn't really matter on a piece of MDF, but if you're looking to sell a piece and you want it to be pretty decent, I would recommend just covering it with some gesso. So today I'm going to do a sort of earthy pour, earthy colours. There's warm autumnal colours, and it's going to be on a black base. So I've mixed up all my paints, the colours, with the Valspar for my pouring medium. Valspar wood and metal V700 interior gloss, very important, sea base. This is available from B&Q in the UK, or I'm sure you can get it from most home base or home DIY stores. And I've also added a drop of Jo Sonya, which is a gloss varnish, polyurethane, water-based. Okay. There is another video that I have which shows you how I do mix up all the paints. So this is basically just a pour. Okay, so my base I'm using today is the X2 Free Flow Black, Mars Black. It's thin, it's pouring paint, thinnish, so I do mix it up with a little bit of Pebeo Bindex acrylic. Pebeo Studio Acrylics Bindex, just to thicken it up, make it more, keep it glossy. Okay, so I'm going to pour down my base. I'm not necessarily going for your perfect bloom with your perfect structured cells, because I do like to have a little bit of a good composition. I kind of like that sort of ethereal, wispy look, smoky effect. So I'm not too bothered with the whole cell structure, to be honest. I mean, it's nice to get a few little ones in there, but I'm not overly bothered. Okay, so the first colour I'm using today is vermilion. So it's Amsterdam vermilion mixed with a little bit of, these are Cell Arts paints, but you could use any colour really. A little bit of, hold on, scarlet red. So that and that, okay, gives me that. All right, I'm going to just put that on first in the middle. Like that. Then the next paint I'm using, the next colour is Montmartre Gold. Now this is the only paint in this video that I haven't mixed with the pouring medium. I've decided now that I'm not going to be mixing my metallics with a pouring medium, the Valspar, because it makes them dull. So I've just added a little bit of the Jo Sonya, a couple of drops Jo Sonya varnish in there. Next colour is quite weird. It's a golden fluid acrylics, really high pigment in these paints. This is quinacridone nickel azo gold, and I've mixed that just to thicken it up a wee bit with a little bit of the I think it's, yeah, burnt sienna, very similar colour. So that and that mixed together with the pouring medium. So I'm going to just add a blob in there. Oops. Okay, I'm then going to add a little bit more gold on top of that, just a tiny bit, because I do love the gold against the black. My last colour is Flesh. It's called Flesh. It's like a flesh pink. Now this is a combination of also Cell Arts. It's actually called Flesh. These paints are in a set. Okay, they're available on Amazon, and I just mix that with a little bit of Amsterdam titanium buff. okay, to get that pinky sort of colour. It's like a, I don't know, kind of off baby pink in there. And then I'm going to end with the white Cell Activator. A bit more. I'm going to blow out all over the place and just see what happens. Like I said, I'm not really going for the whole cell thing. Try and pick up that Cell Activator when you blow over the colours. Okay, I'm getting a bit of that smoky effect there, I can see. Trying to get my t-shirt in it. So when I do this, I normally just blow out all corners like a petal. Paint going absolutely everywhere. Done. Get my breath back. I'm a bit giddy. Just going to wipe my hands. Really pretty colours. Really warm. A lot of warmth in there. So I'm just going to get my the straw and just blow out a little bit of that Cell Activator in the middle. That's it. See if I can get some of those cells up. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to start to tilt now. You just sometimes, because that bit in the middle takes a while to budge and it's actually very annoying. So just tilt it backwards and forwards until you see it starting to release, and I think it has already. So here we go. Very pretty. Now I will stretch quite a lot because I want to get that smoky effect if I can. And I always seem to stretch over to this corner. That's it. So the gold's picked up beautifully. It's absolutely gorgeous. These colours are just gorgeous. Make sure I get it all over the edge. Really is spectacular. And because I've put a little bit of that flesh colour in, it does give you that sort of wispy, dreamy look to it. I just want to make sure, just keep bringing it back, looking at it and seeing where you'd like it to go next. I mean, it's absolutely just beautiful, beautiful colours. The last colour's always, the last corner's always a bit naughty. Doesn't like to get there. Highly annoying. Just keep an eye on your, when you're tilting, keep an eye on your composition, because you want to keep that composition nice. So I'm kind of happy with that. It's really pretty. There's a bit in the corner that I haven't quite got, so what I'm going to do, I don't want to ruin what I've got here, so I'm going to just add a wee touch of black In fact, I'm going to get it straight from the bottle because the one that I've mixed up with the Pebeo is a little bit thick. So I shall just pour a tiny drop on the edge. There you go. So it's done. And just tilt it a bit so that thick bit comes off the end. And I think we're done. It's absolutely beautiful. I'll just go over the sides a bit. Make sure my sides are covered. They are. Really, really pretty. I will do a photograph of it for you guys afterwards. I might run a torch over it to see if I can get any little cells up, because this is a normal acrylic base and it is not that wall paint stuff, house paint, because I would never run a torch over the house paint. It would just burn it and you get a really awful effect when you run a torch over the house paint. It just makes the paint go all like crinkly and weird and blisters. It blisters. So that's done. It's spectacular. So I'm just going to quickly run the torch over it and see if I can get any nice little cells. Yes, I have. Some little pretty cells that are popping up. Not too many. Just little, so you can get that. That's it. Done. Done. Okay guys, I will do a video for you of the actual result, and it looks gorgeous, really gorgeous. So this is my warm earthy tones, which I love, and eventually I think what I'm going to do, I do quite a lot of long canvases. I'm going to do one using these same colours because I just think they are just beautiful. Anyway, okay guys, thanks. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Bye.